This is Twin Cities Adventures, and today we're out in the woods foraging for Hen in the Woods mushroom.
It's also called a Maitake mushroom.
So what we're looking for is an oak tree, and we're going to be looking around the base of it, and we'll see what happens.
Look at that one. It's a big oak. Let's go check it out.
There's a big giant oak right there.
Whoa!
Look at that. A prime specimen of Hen in the Woods. Look at that. It's beautiful. You feel underneath? It's nice and smooth. And there's no gills.
Oh yeah, they're very smooth.
Yep. That is a beautiful specimen. Let's take and cut that up. All right, I'm going to take my fillet knife and I'm going to reach around the back side of this. And a nice long fillet knife is very helpful because you can reach way deep inside. Okay, let me go around this side. And look at that. One solid piece.
It's one big mushroom.
Now look at that. You want to keep the base there, the mycelium, because that way it'll grow back the next year, right there. So we'll come back next year. Meanwhile, the underside is nice and bright white. There's no gills. There's just tiny little pores on them.
Look at that. Fuzzy. It's very soft.
And here's where I cut that off right here. Otherwise,
And
check
at
that
the
out.
top.
And I can see that it's already been bruised from like this bark that fell down, and it did not discolor and turn brown. There is a look-alike that turns dark brownish black if it gets bruised after about 30 minutes, but I can see that that did not happen here. So we'll go home and we'll take this apart and we'll cook that up for a snack. And then we're gonna also use the food dehydrator and show you how to preserve that at the very end of the video after we do our taste test.
Yep.
All right, we've got this thing sliced off the tree now, and that is at least, I'd say that's at least a 10-pound mushroom. This is very heavy. Let's take a smell.
It smells very natural.
It smells delicious. Smell that part right there.
That smells so good.
Yummy.
We have this nylon sack that's perfect for carrying mushrooms in. We're gonna tote this home in this.
Check out what I found in the crack between these two trees here. Got my flashlight out. Look at that beautiful Maitake mushroom. Look at that beautiful specimen. That will be delicious. That is like the perfect size for a meal. Here's a big giant dead oak. It's probably about 120 years old. Here's a Hen in the Woods here. Big monster Maitake mushroom. Just beautiful. And here's another little baby specimen growing right here. Look at that. Cute little guy. This is a heavy one. Look at the size of that monster. It's huge. There's another chunk right down there. All right, we're back home. Look at that. So here's what's gonna happen with this, folks. I am just going to start the water and spray all the debris and gunk off this, because this is kind of filthy from just being in the woods and bugs and branches and bark all around. So let me clean that up real quick. All right, now since this is such a big Hen of the Woods, I'm just gonna grab some pieces, and then Hen of the Woods, what you do is you just pull them off like this. And I'm going to put them in the strainer. See that? I mean, this is just a humongous, amazing specimen. So just break these apart. Just like that.
It's probably like, at least like 50 of those leaf things.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook up a little taste test here for you. And then the rest of it, we're going to put in our food dehydrator and dehydrate them for another time. So once I get some in here, I'll just take my water and just spray those off again, clean them up a little bit. I cannot believe that I hauled this one out. This is like, it has to be 20, 25 pounds. It was so heavy to haul that out. Here's some smaller ones. These are all separate ones. This one is beautiful. I pulled that out of between those two big giant trees. First, I've got some butter I'm gonna melt on the skillet here. And to that, I'm gonna add some chopped garlic and some cut up Vidalia onion. And we'll get that sauteed up first.
These smell so good. Put these on. We'll let that saute with the lid on.
Okay, that's starting to look good. Now I'm just going to give it a little pinch of salt, or two, and a pinch of pepper. And put the lid back on that. Look at that. This is going to be an amazing treat. It doesn't get any better than this. Fresh Hen of the Woods, cooked up with butter and garlic and onions and salt and pepper. I already tasted one. These are insane. They're so good. We'll do another taste test right here. Here goes a big taste test. This is insane. We have to do this every year. It is so delicious. I can't even put words to it. It's so good.
This is so good.
I have a whole strainer full of fresh Hen of the Woods.
We got the food dehydrator out. See, there's one there. And we're gonna put the next layer in now. We got our food dehydrator fully loaded and plugged in. We'll do these in a second batch. 125 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 hours for mushrooms.
Alright, it's the next day and our mushrooms are bone dry. Alright, 12 hours in the food dehydrator. We did 2 batches and I got 4 of these big jars full of Hen in the Woods, or Maitake mushrooms. So we can rehydrate those and use those for cooking anytime we want. That's pretty exciting. So it's a lot of Maitake mushrooms here. They were so good. I think this is probably my new favorite tasting mushroom ever. Well, thanks for watching. Check out our playlist, Hunting Minnesota Mushrooms with Twin Cities Adventures. See you next time.